What's going on? Welcome back to a brand new video on the RTG. Now, today we are going to be going into kind of the future of Dukes of Hazzard, what we're going to be looking to kind of achieve, what our sort of end goal with this team is, as well as sort of towards the end of the video we are going to be looking at the Friday 6 PM content and seeing what has come out with Future Stars Team 2. So, I've been kind of losing my way a little bit with the RTG, and I'm fully aware it might have affected upload schedule as well. So just to quickly go into that one, I will be looking to have a bit more of a rigid upload schedule. So be expecting uploads from now on to be on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays will be primarily more angled towards like sort of champs or gameplay, and then Fridays will be more kind of team updates, as well as looking at the Friday content towards the end of the video. So the first point I wanted to bring up was the start of the RTG was going to be three Chelsea players at any one time, and obviously Eden Hazard has to be in there as well. And then we kind of evolved it to just include Eden Hazard, and we had to make sure we just got the best version available to him. But I'm now at a point where there was another Eden Hazard that came out, which was the Champions League card that came out, and he's just too expensive, and I just cannot put the time and effort into the game to get to that point where I can afford to buy him. And then now we've had whispers and murmurs. I think we're going to get a Future Stars Eden Hazard on Friday, or towards the end of the video as you're watching this. So I've been having a bit of a rethink, and I've come up with a solution. Now, I've kind of I'm not a very good FIFA player. It's kind of, you guys have seen some of the gameplay already. I'm not the best FIFA player, I know that already, right? I've previously, my sort of best in Weekend League has been 9 or 10 wins. I think I've got to 11 wins once, but I've got to a 9 or 10 a couple of times. So that's kind of my ceiling, which does lead me on to the next point of, where's that team gone? There it is. Garden of Eden. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a team. This is kind of a base team that I've put together for now of all of Eden Hazard's teammates, and we are going to either level them up or kind of acquire the best version of them we can. And the end goal is to get to 10 wins in Foot Champs. So the rule for this team is I can play games with any other team I want and do whatever I want. However, by the end of it, I need to be able to enter Foot Champs with a team, a collective that Eden Hazard has played with and get 10 wins. So if I decide to use one of my other teams to do division rivals to get the coins to fund this team, perfect, that's fine, that's allowed. The only rule with this RTG, well, it's two. One, Eden Hazard has to stay in the team no matter what. If we pack a better version, so be it. If we don't, 88 are going to be evoed soon anyway, I think. So we can look to definitely pop him into an evo, make him as good as possible, and do it that way. The other rule is I can only put players in the RTG, in this squad, in the Garden of Eden squad, who have played with Eden Hazard and shared a dressing room with him. So I'll walk you through this team that I've quickly built for now. However, it might well change, or we might adjust it a little bit. So in goal, we got Courtois, obviously played with him at Chelsea and at Real Madrid, so that's fine. Then we got Ashley Cole, played a couple of games with Eden Hazard back at Chelsea, so again, that's fine. One option which we could upgrade to here if we manage to do it, and the timing of this sort of squad change is a bit off, but Marcelo obviously played with him at Real Madrid, so if we end up packing a Marcelo for whatever reason, he can go in there. Then we got Aspi, obviously we've been evoing him anyway for the Streets Won't Forget team, so he goes in there nicely. The other one is Rudiger, obviously again Chelsea and Real Madrid, so that's fine. I've always loved Rudiger. I think it was FIFA 22 where I put the most amount of games I've ever put on a single card, and it was Gold Rudiger. It was something stupid like 900 games. I don't know why. He was just so good for me. Anyway, then we've got Meunier. So we're lacking on the Lille options that he played with, because obviously he played at Lille, Chelsea, Real Madrid. We're lacking for the Lille options because it was such a long time ago. I think it was like 09 or something that he was there. So obviously 17 years ago odd is a long time for any kind of FIFA card to be in this game. However, what we've got now is we've got Thomas Meunier. So he plays at Lille now, which is perfect. And he played with Eden Hazard, shared a dressing room with him at Belgium. So that works perfectly for the right back slot. Then we got N'Golo Kante, obviously played with Eden Hazard at Chelsea. Then we've got De Bruyne. I don't believe he shared a pitch with Eden Hazard at Chelsea, but he definitely did at Belgium. And obviously, De Bruyne's had some brilliant cards through the years, and also he's got a lot of special cards this year, so that works perfectly for that as well. Then we got Modric. Obviously, he shared a pitch with at Real Madrid. Could be a good base for Evos as well, with a high passing and high dribbling. All we need to do is kind of get that pace up a little bit, but that's fine. Then on the right, we've got his brother, obviously, Thorgan Hazard. Played with him at Belgium. I don't think he played with him anywhere else, but I feel like Evo in a Hazard on the other side might be pretty cool. Another option we've got for the right hand side is Gareth Bale, if we manage to somehow pack a Gareth Bale. And there are a couple of other options of right wing, but not that many that you shared a dressing room with at some point. And then up top, we have Ronaldo, who he played with obviously at Real Madrid. Then we got a couple. We're allowed 3 substitutes on the bench, because otherwise, if I start chucking, if all my subs and reserves end up being past players, it just gets a bit messy. So I'm only going to have 3 substitutes, which I'm allowed to bring on. And then we got Reece James, who I think he only shared a pitch with Hazard once or twice, but he still counts, so that's fine. Then we got Pulisic, obviously shared a pitch with him at Chelsea. And then we got Vinny at Real Madrid as well. Cool, so just to recap, we can use any team we like for any games or whatever. Hazard doesn't necessarily have to be in that team, although obviously I would like to kind of keep him in. But this is the team that we're going to use, maybe with a couple of changes here and there, depending on who we might pack. But the RTG doesn't end until we get 10 wins with this team. Okay, and then once we do, we can have a bit of a discussion. Feel free to leave your comments down below. A couple of the ideas I had was picking one team in like one of the lower divisions and just evoing the cards up. I feel like as we progress later on in FC, then we might get some kind of crazy evos like bronze to 99s and all that sort of stuff. So we could do that. Another option I was going to do was obviously the Streets Won't Forget team. We could kind of completely throw all of our focus into that. Or the one final option I will throw out there is we do have the World Cup this year. So a couple of years ago when we had the Euros, and a couple of years before that we had the World Cup, I did in fact make an England team and just made the best England team I possibly could. Not necessarily using like the best English cards, but using English cards and then Evo in them up. Obviously in the last couple of years we've had Evos. Just creating the most fun kind of interesting kind of English team we can, and then do it that way. So I'd love to hear what you guys think down below. Please feel free to let me know. I am past the point of subscribers and things. I really don't mind about subscribing, although it does help the algorithm. So if you do want to subscribe and you do want to see more content, then feel free. I would like to see a lot more comments from you guys, because I'll be honest, that's the main reason I'm kind of uploading these videos, is to kind of engage with other people in FC and just have some fun, really, and see what other teams everyone else is building and everything. So drop a comment down below. I do like, heart, and reply to every comment. And then if we have enough in our last kind of couple of videos, I will pop some up on screen as well. So the next time you'll see me in a second, but for me it's tomorrow. Will be the start of Future Stars Team 2, where there's a couple of nice cards in there, which we could use for some of the other teams. And we have the other Hazard as well. We have the new Eden Hazard card, so we can obviously try our best to pack him. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, and we're back. Right. Okay, so it's now ticked over to Friday, and now we have the next team of Future Stars. Okay, Our celebration of the top 23 and under players tomorrow continues with more SBC live events, blah, 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 blah. We are going to get another Future Stars contract today as well. So we need to start thinking about who we put on that. And also, obviously, thinking about the Garden of Eden squad. So we can have a look at what's out now. That objective got us and say I was just having a look. Looks okay. Okay, right. We'll have a look at Evos first. Actually, that's not Evos. We'll try again. Actually, squad selector. Okay, right. So, as I kind of said before in the last little section, please feel free to give me any sort of suggestions for the squad or whatever. So we can have a look, try and get some upgrades, or see there's better versions of these cards lying about. I did also make a bit of a boo-boo in the last part. I did say that Ronaldo played with Hazard, and I don't actually think he did. So we've just stuck Pulisic up there for now, but we might swap them out for someone else. So let's have a look at Evos. We're finishing those off. Meeks mode. Okay, so this is the an Evo for kind of giving a nod to Mikey Richards, I'm guessing. So overall we get, looks like 4 pace, no shooting, max type passing already, dribbling, defense, a little bit of defense, and quite a lot of physical. Okay, so it gives 15 composure, which is nice, but only a max of 84, which is a bit rubbish. It's the maxes that are really kind of giving this. Okay, so you get Bruiser playstyle plus, and then Quick Step as a base playstyle. It's the stat caps. The stat caps are pretty awful, and we only get 1 playstyle plus as well. Let's have a look at someone in this. What about Reese? Okay, so he does get a bit of pace. Good physicals. I'll tell you what, actually, let's have a look at Thomas Meunier. Do we have him? We don't have him. Okay, no worries then. Is there anyone else we can have a look at? I mean, Kyle Walker, but I don't think that would give him much. Maybe a bit of physical. Not really anyone else I want to have a look at, to be honest. The other option that I was looking at doing was maybe potentially a Newport squad. It's not a bad start. It's not a bad start of a card. Okay, so this one, again, this seems to be a recurring theme that we get cards that look like they're good cards to start a chain with, not kind of add into the chain, but we don't really get anything else. Future Stars Academy. Club Legend Attackers. Oh, right, okay, that's all the stuff from before. Rewards, we still need to use some bits up there. Cosmetics, we should get another contract. I thought we were getting another contract today. Doesn't seem like we got one. Okay, oh well, it might be somewhere else. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at SBCs. Campaign player picks. Oh, 1 of 5 campaign rewind player pick. 1 of 5 items released an SBC starting on the 19th of September, so the start of the game, to the 15th of January, not including base. And this is repeatable. We're definitely going to do that as long as it's not too expensive. 84 and 85 with the team of the week. That's fine. We'll definitely do that because I feel like there's some cool and funky cards we can get hold of. Seni Mayulu looks to be like the card, one of the cards for today. I've just seen the other one. He looks cracked. 5-star, 5-star, 3-star. Good stats everywhere you want them, at least. What sort of price are we looking at? Starts from 84, 85, 285s, 286s, 387s. With a couple team of the week spread in there. I actually don't think that's too bad, looking at the card. And then we've also got Dumbia. Wow, that card looks funky, especially with the very high pace that comes with Dumbia normally. 4-star, 4-star. Playstyles aren't too bad, could be better, but low driven and rapid is kind of, I think they're decent playstyle pluses. 6 squads, starting with an 85, 185, 186, 287s, 288s. I'd say that's probably about right for that card. Maybe a bit too expensive, but not the end of the world. We got the 10x83s, which we'll get done shortly. And then past that, I would say that we don't have anything else for today. Although I actually do really like the player pick. And then the other thing I do want to go check is I want to go and have a look in the store, because I would not be surprised if we get the one of the icon swaps in the store today. Okay, no. No. It's got to be yeah, it's got to be a relatively cheap pack. That's the thing. If it's going to have the icon swap in it, it's got to be cheap. Okay, we don't get anything there. Right, so we'll go and do the SBCs for today. And because I'll be crafting them as I go, I'll be opening crafting, that sort of thing. So, so yeah, feel free to let me know, guys, what you think about the kind of Garden of Eden idea. Obviously, I kind of want an end goal to this to the series. I feel like it would add to the series a little bit. And also to get some feedback from you guys as to what you guys want to see, really. And yeah, just basically what you guys want to see and who you want to see, and if there's any particular cards you want in the team or whatever. I'll keep looking to see if there's actually any better cards that we can pop into that team. As we do get a walkout, that looks like I'm completely off. It's Gabriel, I'm guessing. Yeah. Gabriel single walkout. Give me a team of the week. No. We really need team of the weeks. There are some in the store, but they have been ever so slightly rinsing my coins slowly. So I kind of want to avoid using them if possible. I do want to make sure I do these on screen as well, because you watch this be the one time as well that we end up getting something. That's been the one thing on this series, is like we haven't had like them moments where like we've obviously packed something really, really good on camera. We've had a couple of nice pulls, and they've all been they've all been grinding late night, unfortunately. But it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I have set up another account now, though. So we do also have that option. Maybe more towards team of the season. I might go back and have a look at doing another RTG on a completely fresh account. Maybe like a 1-month RTG, and just seeing what we can do. So we have that second account as another option. So next year I might look to do we have another walkout. I might look to do another RTG, but use a separate account, and kind of do it as a you'll only ever see I'll only ever play what's recorded sort of thing. And then I'll have 2 accounts. So one account I kind of just mess about with, and then the other one I'll look at just keeping as just a pure RTG. Okay, right. So we'll do one more of those 83 times 10s, and then we'll go and see if we can create the rewind pack. I really like those packs as well, by the way, because if you do get the odd SBC here and there that you did miss out on, then you have a second go at it, really, which I really like. Although I might have to go and buy that Team of the Week pack because we have not been very lucky in these packs. I think Anton's in one of my other teams. We'll get rid of. I was going to say, yeah, that was going to bring the rating down too much. What about that? No, 83 for 84. Okay, so that's the last one of those. I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm probably going to have to buy a Team of the Week provisions pack, but it's a lot cheaper than buying them separately. Oh, we got one Team of the Week. Give me two, and I'm fine. Who's this? Bromley. No idea who that is. Don't get a walkout, I'm guessing either. Thompson. Okie dokie. So we got one Team of the Week. I will crack open one of the provisions packs. Yeah, they're 50k. I mean, it's still cheaper than buying them all separately. And also, you do kind of get a chance. You could pack someone that I want to use, or Evo at least. I feel like Team of the Week's now turned into that. Like, people who want dynamic images for their players will just wait for one of their cards to get a Team of the Week and then Evo them. But I guess the game's the game. Right, I want to use some of my storage here if I can. Van Dijk, Katoto. I know this might look a bit odd using all this high rated fodder, but I'm really lacking like kind of between 84 and 85 at the moment. I'm really lacking it, so I want to try and avoid using those rated cards if I can. Okay, Team of the Week. We'll go with Finley. I think this might be very high rated. Oh no, 85. We'll do it. That'll do. I know I might have slightly overpaid for that, but that's fine. Nothing in that. We didn't actually manage to really pack anything last week either. As far as future stars are concerned, we just got a couple of the lower rated ones. I did actually open quite a few packs that I managed to kind of do through the daily SBCs and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a bit more difficult to pack them, to be honest. I was mainly going for João Pedro, his orange card, but obviously got nowhere in packing him. Yeah, I don't think that'd be too much. Anyone there I don't want to get rid of? No, we're good. As far as the other card, obviously we were looking at was obviously Estevao, but I didn't really need him that much, to be honest. I think my Evo was better, is near enough good enough. So, and considering that card's well over 1 million coins, I mean, shows it was worth Evoing him. Okay, right, let's have a look at the 1 of 5 campaign rewind player pick and see who we get hold of. So we get Azun as the first one. Cam Lukaku, he could actually fit in the Garden of Eden team. He would work. Power shot, low driven, incisive, press proven, that was it, and then enforcer. All those skill moves and weak foot, 4-star, 4-star. We'll see if we get any other three. It might have to be Lukaku, Dempsey, Green, DePaul, and Alex Baena. Okay. I think with the Garden of Eden team in mind, DePaul does look good, but I'm mainly worried about links. And I really don't like that 3-star weak foot. We're a bit of time away from being able to Evo 88 rated cards as well, and I don't think I'd use him. I'm going to go Lukaku. I know that might not have been the pick, but we'll go Lukaku. And that also solves our striker problem. We will put Pulisic back on the bench, get rid of Essien, and then we will go with Lukaku up front. I've got a lot of strikers. Because, oh, okay, that's not who I was trying to go for. Because with Lukaku being 85 rated, we can definitely Evo that card up as well. Okay then guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. As I said at the start of the video, I do like and heart every comment and will reply to every single one as well, and they will feature in future videos. But for now guys, I'll see you on Monday, as I said, for the next upload. Catch you guys later.